How will you vote on the debt ceiling? Will you vote to raise it, which is a vote that will come up in relatively short order?
Right. Well, to not raise the debt ceiling could be a default of the United States on bond and Treasury obligations. That would be very bad for the position of the United States in the world at large. But this is an opportunity to make sure the government is changing its spending ways. I will not vote for the debt ceiling increase until I see a plan in place that will deal with our long-term debt obligations, starting with Social Security, a real bipartisan effort to make sure that Social Security stays solvent, adjusting the age, looking at means tests for benefits. On the spending side, I'm not going to vote for a debt ceiling increase unless we go back to 2008 spending levels, cutting discretionary spending.
All right, but let me stop you for a second, Senator. That's a big condition just on Social Security alone.
Yeah.
Do you think Republicans are prepared to follow you in two things you said, raise the retirement age and means test benefits for older Americans?
I would suggest that if we're serious about taking America in a new direction and you're not putting entitlement reform on the table, you've missed a great opportunity to change the course of America's future. And the last election was about change that really will make us something other than Greece. I think Pat Toomey, Rand Paul, and other candidates who are new to the Congress have said during the campaign, everything's on the table when it comes to making America fiscally sound. Let's see if we can find bipartisan reforms in Social Security before we raise the debt limit.
But do you think Senator McConnell, the leader of the Republicans, is going to go along with that?
I hope so. I know that Speaker Boehner is going to produce spending limitation bills every day. But the question for the Republican Party, for the Tea Party, for the Democratic Party, beyond discretionary spending, are we willing to look at the Debt Commission's suggestions in entitlement reform and begin to enact those reforms before it's too late?